subscribe to the channel, share this out. We got some very interesting topics to cover. All that good stuff for you in this episode of the Random Clips.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right.
Yeah, man.
Interesting stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Oh, it's like every day something major happens. It's crazy.
Yeah, like we said in our last video, something new is happening every week.
Yeah.
Now it's something new happening every 2 days.
I know,
two,
right?
3 days.
It used to be a monthly thing. Now it's a daily.
This year started off monthly. Now it's becoming daily.
Yep. Crazy.
Yeah. Let's get to our first video. Our first.
Yep.
First
source,
very
guys.
interesting, man. I did not know about this. Jerry brought this up.
Yeah. So today it's been like all over social media, all over the basically the news. Mexico came out with alien life.
Non-human remains displayed at Mexico debate alien life. And no lie, they look like cup holders from McDonald's and stuff. That's what they look like. Look like you could just mold their body like that.
They look generic to me. They look like the generic ET alien thing. Right. I'm like, so this whole time they was right about these generic aliens?
Like, why come out with this now? Why push?
Right.
It's like, come on. Like, how long have they had these
Right.
things?
It's like a competition at this point.
Yeah.
First America was like they got the crash site and then they got them in custody, and Mexico saying, no, we're not gonna do all that. We're gonna show you the actual specimens.
Yeah.
So what country is gonna come out next with their
aliens? You gotta one up Mexico.
Right?
You gotta have them talking.
Next country.
You gotta have them do an interview.
Right? You gotta have them sitting in the courtroom this time.
Do a
be
podcast
like, how about that?
Do a podcast with them or something.
Ain't it, right? We're living in the twilight zone as of 2020. Since 2020. Everything just no. Since that CERN thing opened up.
Oh yeah, CERN portal.
Yeah, things been going hyper weird. Things was already weird, but now they're hyper weird.
Oh man.
Yeah, but guys, without further ado, we're gonna get into this this news coverage and see what all this is about. Make sure you hit that like button. Views from the couch. Let's go.
Are these proof of extraterrestrial life?
Yeah, it looked like a cup holder, bro.
Man, that looked like something a kid did in a sandbox.
Right, it got 3 fingers.
One of his fingers got broken off. That's crazy.
Look at this, man.
Wow.
It looked like it probably had life and then...
Bro, it looked like they took a stick and... You know when you take a stick and you start drawing on the sand?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. It's crazy, bro. But if these were real, man... Like,
if they are real, then that's crazy.
Yeah, imagine seeing those things walking around. Wild, but let's get it.
The alleged remains of...
Look at that, man. Ew.
That thing got no gains.
Basically got like a type of... It stand on its 2 legs like us.
I'm guessing they use a lot of telekinesis, like abracadabra to lift things, because they ain't lifting nothing with them bone arms, bro.
Right. They're mummified.
No,
all that muscle
so you saying when they was alive, there was probably more meat on them?
They was probably like Mighty Mouse or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay, interesting. Wow.
Non-human beings were displayed in Mexico during its first congressional hearing on UFOs.
That's small too.
These beings were reportedly found in Peru in 2017 and are said to be at least 700 years old. This is the first time it is presented in such a form, and I think there is a clear demonstration that we are dealing with non-human specimens that are not related to any other species in our world, and that any scientific institution can investigate it.
Maybe the legends of elves and fairies came from these things. Who knows?
Yeah. Maybe. As time progressed, all these things just start connecting.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Let's get it.
The hearings are being conducted to decide on an aerial space protection law. If passed, it would reportedly make Mexico the first country in the world to acknowledge aliens on this planet.
Wow, so say acknowledging aliens, so meaning maybe there might be, maybe these are just ones that died a long time ago, but there might be ones that are alive walking among us.
Yeah, so those like we got a baby feed.
Yeah, but now
we got a slow increment.
Basically, to put it short, they're gonna allow these demons to be integrated in society. In my honest opinion.
More than likely.
Like what's it? One of the Catholic. What's it? The Pope that said something about if there are aliens or something that he will baptize them or something or accept them. I don't know. I'm just paraphrasing. I'm not.
That's crazy.
Saying that's what he said, but
let's get it.
It's a moment some space enthusiasts have been waiting for.
Recognizing the need for action and answers, I founded Americans for Safe Aerospace. We believe that UAP represent an urgent priority for both aerospace safety and scientific inquiry.
And while these particular specimens may not be especially convincing, it could be the beginning of worldwide acceptance of life.
They got eyes like us, a nose, and a mouth.
Bro, they look like the typical ET that you saw back in the day.
Beyond Earth. For Inside Edition.
Wild, bro. Yeah, so they're just trying to slowly, from what it seems, they're trying to slowly normalize it.
Yeah.
You know? Next thing you know, they're gonna have one in the courtroom just chilling and talking, and people's gonna be like, "Wow, this one's actually alive. Look at that." And then people's gonna be like, "Oh, that's just a CGI, or he's just wearing a suit."
Yeah.
Until it's slowly people start saying, "Oh, okay, all right, it's real."
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I remember back in the days, back when the YouTube actually had videos. Like you call them conspiracy videos, but now YouTube took all of those out because they said a lot of stuff that are happening now, so you can't call it conspiracy if all the stuff that they said was gonna happen is happening. So now it's truth videos, but YouTube expunged all that stuff off their servers. But it was a video of it was at a Congress hearing or something, and one of the audience members, literally their eyes flickered black. Like they blinked, like you can see.
That's creepy, man.
It was like you could tell.
I just imagined that.
Yeah, it was like a reptilian, like they're like if you watch the movie They Live. It's basically like that, like literally at a Congress.
Oh hell no!
Right there in plain view, in plain sight.
Wow.
That's what you know how they do it. They hide it in plain sight. But yeah, let's get to the next video. This one's gonna probably make you pretty mad.
Yep. So in other news, your boy
America's favorite son.
Yep, Hunter Biden back on the news again. This time he's indicted on federal gun charges.
Gun charges.
Yeah,
all the evidence they have against this man and his papa.
Yeah, they got a.
Bro, it's like they just won't give these guys. But you gotta understand, these people they death run that Bohemian grave and stuff like that. Allegedly, they death run Bohemian grave. So their friends not gonna have them get arrested or give them real.
This is just to shut up the people who are mad that they're not getting in real trouble. This is just to say, see, we did do something. We gave them a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, if they had the Hunter Biden laptop, bro, and that was me that did it, I'll be gone. They wouldn't even put me to trial.
Yeah.
They would just put me, bro. You wouldn't even see
the difference, man.
Let's get it.
Joe Biden's problems just got worse. His son Hunter getting indicted on 3 gun charges. It's relying on a federal.
Even though the gun charges is BS. It's still the president's son, the sitting president that we have right now.
Yeah, that's the first time this happened.
First time, and you telling me
any president. So
everybody who's telling me years ago, hey, vote for the lesser evil or such and such. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
How y'all looking now?
How you looking now, bro? Your favorite president.
Those people seem to disappeared or went to a different world or something.
And let's not.
I haven't heard a thing from them. No outrage. Nothing.
This is the worst presidency in the world, bro. How you found cocaine at the White House? Remember that?
Yeah.
There was cocaine at the White House, bro.
And he blamed it. He blamed it on.
And nobody got. And look,
just like he blamed this gun thing. He blamed it on illegal.
And nobody got caught out for that yet.
Yep.
It's they just pushed under the rug. How you find cocaine at the White House, bro?
Yep. Let's get it, guys.
Federal formed 3 years ago while cracked out of his mind. And it's the same firearm that got tossed out in a garbage can which he then blamed on illegals.
That
If convicted,
Yeah.
Hunter could face up to 25 years in the slammer. And prosecutors hint there could be more charges on the way. It's a real head scratcher if you take Joe's word that his son has done nothing wrong.
First of all, my son's done nothing wrong. I trust him. I have faith in him. And it impacts my presidency by making me feel.
Every time I look at this hustle of a mask, I'm like, that's not how the real Joe Biden looked, bro. The eyes are different, bro. The eyes are windows to the soul. His eyes are completely different than it was 4 years ago, bro. Get out of here with that.
Yeah, we
Proud of him. And this thing about a gun, I didn't know anything about it. I have great confidence in my son. I love him, and he's on the straight and narrow, and he has been for a couple years now, and I'm just so proud of him.
Democrats are relieved that Hunter's gun charges don't have anything to do with Joe Biden yet.
We shouldn't take delight in other people's misfortunes, but we have to have a rule of law. And when people,
This guy look like he does sneaky stuff with the law. I don't know, the nose or the ears, I don't know. Probably the forehead. He got Joe Biden's forehead.
commit crimes, then the consequences follow.
The Justice Department charges have nothing to do with the president.
Hunter Biden is a private citizen. He is not the president of the United States.
It sounds like a prosecutor appointed by Donald Trump, kept by Joe Biden to investigate his own son, has found that there's no wrongdoing that Joe Biden did. So, great.
Tell that to Fang Fang. Joe Biden's other problem that's not named Hunter is his age. And it looks like Democrats can't avoid that one either.
Well, age is a relative thing, as we all know. Let's be in the very positive vein about.
Ain't this lady made millions, bro? Millions, and then she got these weird eye socket crater things going on right here, bro.
She's a classic insider trader,
right?
Who never seemed to got in trouble for that.
She just paid the fines and she's good to go.
Oh yeah.
At age, it is about.
Did she announce that she's running again for some type of?
Bruh, that's
I
crazy.
forgot what position she's in.
Out judgment, and that's what a president needs to have. Joe Biden knows his why.
The conclusion that people draw is, I think, off base. When people say to me, well, he's old, yeah, that's right, but look at what he's gotten.
Right, she can't, everything,
she looks weird.
She is so discreditable. Like, when she speaks, it's like, all right, get on with your salad.
Yeah.
Done. And then, if that's not enough for you, look at the alternative.
The White House gets frustrated with the media for bringing it up, but they're not going to stop. It's a water cooler issue with the public. It just is.
All right, Judge, gun charges.
All right, I think that's it for this video.
Let's hear the rest of a little bit of it, a little bit more. I think.
Is this all there is, or is there more to come?
There is definitely more to come. First of all, the walls are closing in on Joe Biden right now. The dominoes have started to fall. We talked about this with David Ignatius, the opinion piece in the Washington Post. We knew that it was going to start falling apart. And then we have Nancy Pelosi, who's a very smart woman who was able to say very clearly that, Joe Biden is the greatest, Kamala is the greatest. And instead, she refuses to say that Kamala Harris is the best running mate for Joe Biden. Okay. And then you've got Mika Brzezinski actually saying this morning that.
She's speaking on whatever.
This is.
All three lying on the form, lying to the person he bought the gun from, and actually possessing the gun while he was under.
This is all word salad in my ears. I'm gonna just keep it real.
Yeah.
Yes,
so that's that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just wanted to touch on this.
Don't even talk about gun charges, bro.
Because he's always on the news for something.
They're not talking about nothing else on that laptop, bro. They're getting him for gun charges.
They gotta go on the light stuff.
What's the safest way we can get this guy to, man?
Right.
Some BS, man. But all right. Our
yeah.
last
But in
video.
other news, guys, we got Kim Jong Un meets in Russia. So let's see what this is all about.
All right. Okay. So this is I mean, it's crazy. Trump he talked to, when he was president, he went over there, stepped over that little barrier thing, and then he talked to Kim Jong Un. And he was Really, like he was like his foreign policies was a lot better than Biden's. You just gotta facts is facts, you know.
People think he did a whole lot worse than Biden.
The media got these people thinking that,
Which
but
is
once
crazy.
But once you do your actual own research, then you'll see that Biden is just.
When people say, I'm like, how?
Right? They don't. Then you gotta ask them. You gotta tell them, hey, show me proof.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna be able to show you proof. But let's get it.
Right now, Russian President Vladimir Putin and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un are continuing their meeting.
So just within the last hour, the two announced that
this is what happens when you sanction countries. You use your sanction power, you use your dollar, you use your power against people. They're not going to take it. They're not going to take it. They're going to be like, all right.
They're just finding another way around.
Let's just find a way where these people won't have so much power over us. And this is something that could have been prevented if a certain administration wasn't power hungry, wasn't ego tripping. Like this could have been prevented. Like, but hey, it's gonna happen. And let's just say BRIC Nation does do their thing, and we do lose our petrodollar. The value of our money is going to go down.
Wonder who we're gonna blame for that.
Yeah, bro. And it's just
still gonna blame the previous president.
They're gonna try. How you gonna?
Yeah, they always find a way to do that.
Yeah.
They're making stops in 2 more Russian cities today.
Wow.
Hannah Flood is in the Life Center right now, following along with these big developments. Good morning, Hannah.
Yeah, good morning. These 2 leaders started their day with talks at the spaceport near Russia's border with China. They spoke for over 4 hours, ultimately announcing that North Korea will support Russia's attack on Ukraine. Kim Jong-un vowing, quote, full and unconditional support with Moscow on the anti-imperialist front. U.S. officials fear this partnership could lead to Pyongyang supplying ammunition.
You said what?
They got a new ally just like that.
Yeah. And you know what? And you gotta be stupid to not think, okay, North Korea not getting anything out of this. It's gonna be good for them too, cause it's gonna be a win-win situation for both of these.
Yeah. Because North Korea have access to the sea, which Russia has very limited of. So they could use that. It's a lot. It's crazy.
This administration, bro, they came in,
It's just this administration made its enemies smarten up. That's one thing
like
they did.
You sanction the whole country because they wouldn't let gay people be gay people.
It's crazy.
Because they had their own value of what. And then you make videos like this acting surprised when they go have their little talks and alliances and stuff like it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like y'all know why it happened. Never want to take blame.
To Putin's war efforts, it's believed North Korea has tens of millions of aging artillery shells based on Soviet designs that could be used by Russia.
We will monitor what happens and will not hesitate to take action to hold those accountable if necessary.
What is he talking about?
Bro, all you have to do is watch.
Bro,
like,
what type of talk is that, bro? That's war talk? Is that war talk he's doing?
Bruh.
Is that war talk? What he gonna do?
They just...
Who is this guy?
Throwing sanctions around. More sanctions. That's what he's talking about.
Who is this guy, bro? Like, what can you do, though? That's not gonna lead to war. You can't not do anything. You can't do anything.
It's like you're provoking.
Bro, you acting like you... It's like... Yeah, you're the principal of this school, but then you trying to be the principal of some other school that's not even in your district.
Russia.
We will monitor what happens and
yeah, all you can do is monitor. All you can do is just be on the sideline looking. All right, let's see what they're gonna do.
will not hesitate to take action to hold those accountable if necessary.
Will not.
It's like y'all know something's about to go down.
Yeah, wait, what are you talking? Hold who to what accountable? Who are you holding? You showed your own administration. For allowing this.
This is what bad negotiation gets you.
Bro,
you see, it's not like I'm a Trump supporter, but Trump, he went there and he negotiated.
My question.
That's what you're supposed to do. You negotiate.
But
what Biden did, say, you know what? We're just gonna cut you off. They did the women approach.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like what you're doing. I'm just gonna hurt you I'm gonna hurt you indirectly.
Yeah, and on that note, like instead
terrible negotiation. That was no negotiation whatsoever.
Yeah, and on that note, what they do with Ukraine is crazy, man. We're basically a sock puppet. Ukraine is basically a sock puppet, and the United States is putting hands up, and we're at war with Russia. You know what I mean? In my opinion, we're at war with Russia because we're supplying all these stuff to them. Yeah. Like that war would have been done in 2 weeks, man. Mm-hmm. Less than 2 weeks, but they're keeping it going because they make money off of it. But this guy right here, man, go kick rocks, bro. You know he's spitting bullshit, BS.
Intelligence officials say the choice to meet at the Cosmodome may suggest in return for the weapons, Kim is seeking Russian help to develop military reconnaissance satellites. So again, it was just announced within the last hour that the two will continue their summit with trips to 2 other Russian cities, meetings that we will be sure to monitor and be sure to let you know any updates.
World, man. It's crazy.
It's just crazy, bro.
You got the BRICS nations. It's like they see what NATO was doing surrounding them. Now they doing a global surrounding.
Yeah, but crazy too. Bro. Remember when they said they're gonna sanction Russia because of the war, because of that whole situation.
Right.
And it's like, first of all, the war happened because NATO keep pushing up on Russia, but that's neither here nor there. But it's like I lost my train of thought. But
yeah,
it's just crazy though, man. It just.
It is, guys.
Like okay, now remember, you sanctioned Russia, saying, "Oh, we're gonna sanction them," and I knew it was not gonna work. I knew it was a bad idea. I was thinking to myself, it's not gonna be
just find another way.
And what they do, man, their economy is like, I think it's doing a lot better than ours.
Yeah.
They're doing alliance with all these other countries that they probably wouldn't have done if you hadn't.
Yeah, they wouldn't have done none of this.
But hey,
it's like
the administration is throwing rocks and is hiding his hands and then trying to point fingers.
This is what terrible negotiation gets you.
Yeah, bad foreign policies get you. And
terrible.
Biden got the worst side of it, and he used up all our oil reserves, man. How you use up all the oil reserves that Trump bought and put in while it was cheap, and then you sold it so you can for that midterm election year.
Wow.
Man, it's a whole lot of stuff, man. A lot
BS, guys.
Man.
But guys, that was our Views from the Couch random clips today, man. If you stuck around this far, thanks for watching. We really appreciate that. Hit that like button, share the video. We're gonna call it an end to this episode of Random Clips. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. We're gonna sign out.
All right.
Yep. Peace. Videos and stuff like this.
Yep.
So thanks for watching, guys.
Peace.